Adoption is not conversion. There's a presupposition that is common across most evangelicals, whether they are Calvinist or Bible believers, and that is the idea that adoption is synonymous with conversion, or that it happens at the same time as conversion and can therefore be spoken of interchangeably, more or less. This is a big mistake, and seeing this concept more realistically can really clear up a lot of other areas of understanding what the Bible says about all the components of salvation. Adoption shows up for the first time in Romans chapter 8. Romans 8:23 defines adoption very clearly. Even we ourselves groan within ourselves, waiting for the adoption, to wit, the redemption of our body. The adoption is the redemption of the body. This is an observation from the text. This is not my opinion. This is a future event for which believers are waiting. Back in verse 15, believers get the spirit of adoption when they trust Christ, but the actual adoption isn't until we are glorified. Two things mess up our thinking on this. Number one, the modern meaning of the word adoption is the legal procedure by which a non-biological child legally becomes someone's child. Because of that, number two, we get confused into thinking that this is how we get into God's family. And that wrong view even shows up in places like Grudem's Systematic Theology, which is great to keep on hand if you're ever going to run out of firewood or need rifle targets or, in a pinch, toilet paper. The ancient Greek word for adoption isn't like our modern word for adoption. The concept is more like a bar mitzvah. It's a coming-of-age ceremony that happens for people who are already sons or daughters by birth. You see, we get into God's family by the new birth, but the coming-of-age ceremony, the adoption, that's what happens at glorification. The same idea is in Galatians 4, though we don't have time to cover that in this short video. But understanding this reality and Paul's mindset really clears up what Paul is saying in Ephesians 1:5, which says, having predestinated us unto the adoption of children by Jesus Christ to himself, according to the good pleasure of his will. This is not about lost people being predestinated to be converted. That's the wrong audience and the wrong target. This is about the saints and faithful being predestinated for the redemption of their body, to be glorified, adoption. Do you see how different this verse sounds now that we know what Paul means by adoption? The old wrong way of thinking will take a while to wear off, and it's tempting to want to resist the correct way to see this that I'm giving to you today, but give it time and don't fight it. Stay in learning mode. Our upcoming videos will talk about predestination and how it's very different in the Bible than what Calvinists and Arminians teach. Stay tuned.